Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Walt here from Down the Block Sports, and today I want to talk again about the Boston Bruins. First, the Boston Bruins re-signed Patrice Bergeron. They've also re-signed a former centerman to a one-year contract. What I want to talk about today is who the Bruins have brought back and what this means for the team in 2022. Again, I'm Alec Walt. This is Down the Block Sports. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Yes, the Boston Bruins are bringing back a familiar face after taking 1 year off from the NHL. David Krejci is returning to the Boston Bruins. According to reports, the Bruins and Krejci have agreed to a 1 year, $1 million contract with $2 million in incentives. So when you're David Krejci, you took a year off. You look at the Boston Bruins situation right now. Bergeron coming back on a cheap 1 year deal. There's a clear hole on the second line at the center spot. And, a lot of things pointed to him coming back, and there's good reason for him. When the Boston Bruins are healthy, there's a very real chance that David Krejci is the center between Taylor Hall and David Pastrnak. Yeah, you picked a really good time to want to come back to the Boston Bruins. I mean, this is a great deal. Now, obviously, we can't expect the Krejci when he was 26 years old. He's much older in his career. He did not play in the NHL last year, so we do have to tamper our expectations. But as he's coming to Boston, there's a really good chance that he's going to have some elite playmakers and goal scorers on the wings for him with the Boston Bruins. Now, to start the season, there will be no Taylor. We won't have Taylor Hall on his line. There's a chance that that second line will finally officially be Pavel Zacha, David Pastrnak, and of course in the middle, David Krejci. So the Bruins are starting to finalize their roster for the upcoming season. They're a team that is aging, but still has, a team that could make a playoff run. Now, what they're going to do to start the season without Charlie McAvoy and Brad Marchand will still be very interesting. But, when we saw the move first for Erik Haula for Pavel Zacha, we knew that something was going to happen in the top six. You weren't trading an Erik Haula type unless you knew someone was going to fill that role on the second line at the center spot. First, they re-signed Patrice Bergeron to confirm that top line role. Next, they bring in David Krejci, and now we're starting to see this roster make a little more sense. The thing with the Bruins, they certainly have a ton of skill on the top six. It's not the biggest top six in the world. We do see a bit of an upgrade there on the third line with Pavel Zacha. So if the Bruins, when they're fully healthy, have three deep lines that can do a lot of different, or that can score on a lot of different levels. Now, they aren't the biggest team. Obviously, no Charlie McAvoy to start the year is going to be crushing defensively. They are solid in net. So this is a team that's going to be competing for a cup. They don't have much flexibility. So at the deadline, I don't think they'll be huge buyers unless they find a way to shed some salary on this current roster or trade even more draft picks after trading multiple draft picks and your best prospect last year to bring in a piece like Hampus Lindholm. But today is a really good day for the Boston Bruins. It's great. The top two centermen we've seen for years, outside of course, last year, Krejci taking his day off, his year off, are back. Patrice Bergeron, one of the best centers in the National Hockey League. David Krejci, who is going to potentially have his number retired in Boston, one of the better centermen on this team for years. They're back. They have great wingers on the top six. They're starting to have a little bit of depth there on the third line. We'll see how Pavel Zacha translates in his third line role. We'll see how David Krejci translates after missing one season. But the Bruins have made two massive moves they've all been waiting for. First, it was Bergeron, and now it's David Krejci coming back to Boston 1 year and $1 million with $2 million worth of incentives. What do you think of this deal between the Boston Bruins and David Krejci? What are your thoughts on the Bruins having both Krejci and Bergeron back on the same day? Feel free to give your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you very